Competition. It's a word we all know. And in this very busy car market, it's key that you innovate to match up to competition.
Now, the Indian car market keeps witnessing new segments every now and then. One such segment was created when Volkswagen launched the Cross Polo 2 years back. A year later, the Fiat Punto Aventura and the Toyota Etios Cross joined the same segment. However, in India, no automotive segment is complete without the participation of either Maruti or Hyundai. And hence, it was the Korean joint's turn to launch the fourth car in this new segment, which is now called as the Cross Hatchback segment. Say hello to the i20 Active, a rugged and a sportier cousin of the Elite i20. Now, on paper, the Active looks very promising. However, it is also the most expensive car in this new segment. So, is the i20 Active all talk and no play?
In this much crowded market, the Active i20 dares to be different. Though it's not the one to start the change, it's the one to follow. And even though it follows, it plays a very crucial role. The Active i20 is an upgrade from the usual, orthodox ways to the bold and the unconventional ones. Though based on a very popular Elite i20 platform, the i20 Active does not live in its shadows. With the i20 Active, Hyundai has gone full bonkers with the design. The i20 Active gets projector headlamps, a new bumper and grille, and to make it even more standout, LEDs have been thrown in. Furthermore, the lower part of the bumper gets a dull silver skid plate for the rugged look. The fog lamps are new too, and now they come with cornering function. Though the design and character lines are the same as the Elite, the side profile is made more aggressive with neatly flowing side cladding and roof rails. And what is an aggressive profile without some very aggressive looking alloys? However, the fake silver shine fuel lid is a bit overboard. The rear also gets cladding and skid plate, but again there are these round inserts in the bumper that look rather odd. All in all, with the very popular design of the Elite and the aggressive stance of the Active, the looks of the car will most certainly blow you away. Time to stop and take a breather. That means time to stop and peep into the interiors.
Now, the interiors of the i20 Active are completely similar to that of the Elite i20. That means you get the same premium and upmarket cabin, and the touch and feel of panels is really excellent. Now, practically, the car scores top marks. A lot of places to keep your knickknacks, your mobiles, bottles, cups, wallets, and so on. The seats themselves are big, comfortable, and supportive. And as far as space is concerned, the car again is very good. A lot of space for both passengers and your luggage in the big boot. And you also get your own rear AC vents.
There isn't change on the feature list except that interiors now come in a combination of orange and black and blue and black. Rest of the feature list is pretty much the same as the Elite i20, though a few thought of features are quite good. The music system connects with all kinds of external devices like Bluetooth, aux-in, CD, radio, iPhone, etc.
Now, as I said earlier, the i20 Active is not only one of the most spacious hatchbacks in the country, it's also got the biggest boot. The boot can actually store enough stuff to shame quite a few other compact sedans, and I'll prove it to you. The i20 Active is currently holding all this stuff, and this includes one handbag, one small size suitcase, one large full size suitcase, one helmet in case you're a biker, a full size camera bag, and of course one large shoulder bag. Now, all this could be an advantage if you're going to be traveling a lot with your family.
But the i20 Active is no plain Jane. It's not your regular car and definitely not a boring hatchback.
Now, this is a 1.4 litre diesel unit which produces 90 PS of power. On paper, these figures are more or less like most of the rivals. The Aventura has a 93 PS diesel engine, whereas the Cross Polo has a 90 PS diesel engine. However, cleverly what Hyundai has done is to play with the gear ratios. The final drive on the i20 Active is slightly shorter as compared to the Elite i20, and this makes the diesel engine slightly more peppier, slightly more responsive and slightly more eager for traffic conditions. Further on, the i20 Active is the only car in the segment to come with a 6-speed manual on the diesel engine. Now dynamically, of course, the i20 Active is nowhere close to the Cross Polo and the Fiat Aventura. However, that said, as a compromise between ride and handling, this car does just fine. In spite of a race ground clearance, I would say body roll is well controlled. However, the clutch could be slightly lighter.
With the increased ground clearance, there's much more that the Active can do, especially when it comes to some fun. So, can the Active i20 make the competition bite the dust?
Now, the i20 Active is a typical Hyundai car. This one looks very good, well from almost all the angles, has a lot of features, and of course, it feels very premium. If you're in the market looking for a good looking cross hatchback that has a bit more finesse, this one could be your choice.